Hi guys, what's up? ScreenguardGuy here, coming to you with another Dota commentary. This one's between Pacific.BB and TihnYeuDota for the June GST Gigabyte Esport Tournament. Never actually seen TihnYeuDota play. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. They're a team from Vietnam. Pacific.BB is Bad Burn, which we saw in the last game, who seem to be fond of picking techies. And, well, they just got picked up by Pacific, which is sponsored them. Well, we saw what they did last time. They made a very, very solid victory using techies as a top lane pusher. Maybe we're going to see something similar this time. Maybe he's going to have to stretch a bit. I'm not really sure. We're going to be speeding through the picks and bans a little bit. The Furion and Lycanthrope, I'm noticing these two get banned a lot. Furion, a very strong pusher, global TP, a fantastic ganker. Lycanthrope, probably one of the better late game carries of the game. I say this every game because every game he's usually either picked up or banned. Naga Siren also seeing a lot of play in the Southeast Asian scene. Very strong pusher, very strong ganker. 5 seconds of that net. Siren Song, just overall a very, very strong hero. Syllabear, oddly enough, we don't see him played a lot. He's an incredible mid-game tower pusher. Once that bear gets demolished, it is just whacking through towers. Radiance, he's a fantastic pusher. Great mid-game sort of carry. He's very tanky. He does need quite a bit of items, so maybe perhaps that's why he hasn't been seeing so much play. I'm very surprised to pick him as a third. But it looks like Pacific is banning a lot of big pushing sort of heroes. There's still a Broodmother in the mix, but hasn't been seeing that much play. Chen also not really so popular in Southeast Asian scene. First pick is going to be Queen of Pain. She does a ton of damage, Scream, Sonic Wave. You see those combos. She can easily take down supports on her own. She's just absolutely fantastic as a hero. She's usually picked up in Southeast Asian scene. 6-second cooldown for that blink. A lot more needs to be said, but we'll say it as she sort of demonstrates and shows off her ability. We've got AA and Chaos Knight, a very common combo, usually lane in the bottom lane or the top lane for the Scourge. Just because they're, well, really AA synchronizes so well with any sort of stun hero. Just to pop that cold feet after, let's say, they get a lucky stun, 2-second stun. It'll proc that cold feet and maybe you can get an early first blood. And as well with that Reality Rift, so you just have that much more chasing capability. Reality Rift under tower, stun, cold feet. Usually the hero is dead. So in counter to that, they've picked up an Earthshaker, probably the best ganker in the game. Doesn't need a lot of farm, stays sort of relevant. His ulti, really, you need to sort of be able to time that very, very well. Weaver, of course, one of the most survivable late game carries, can do a ton of damage. Do not underestimate the Gemini attack. And of course, so many survivable skills. Got Sakuchi, which makes him invisible, maximum move speed, and of course you have that time lapse, which is as an ultimate. Well, every ultimate is technically broken, so yeah, very, very broken. But of course, Chaos Knight is himself a great late game carry, as we saw last game, I believe. Phantasm's able to generate. You have 4. His Phantasms are the strongest illusions in the game. Essentially, you have 4 heroes each one doing 100%. They all crit. When they Reality Rift, they jump together and they each get bonus damage. It's an absolutely brutal combination to go against at any stage of the game. I'm going to be speeding up a little bit more. Okay, Techies has actually been sort of almost a standard ban if you're playing against Pacific, but it's quite amazing to see that they haven't actually done it yet, which makes me think that this particular team not so worried about the puck game, or maybe we got about the techies pickup, or maybe they just haven't seen it. Who knows? They seem very comfortable. They're very, very standard sort of picks. Puck, an extremely good team fight. Yeah, well, his skills are really, really, really strong for team fight, really strong for initiation. You get an early blink, you can start doing some ganks. Broodmother will be banned, which is okay. So they're looking to stop Pacific from also doing sort of a push strategy, so I guess that's synchronized as well. Bat Rider, also very, very common in the Southeast Asian scene, just because he's a strong ganker, able to shut down a lot of heroes. Speed it up a little bit more at 8 times speed, and they are taking their time. Darkseer is going to be stopped next. He's a very, very that's a bit weird, but he is a very strong anti-pusher hero. Even with the Aghanim's nerf, he's been picked up quite a bit. Wall of Illusion, still a very, very strong, very relevant skill. Next up, we have a Vengeful Spirit, who is, well, he's mainly played as a support hero. You can carry him, but that's mainly seen more in pub games. His ultimate is actually very, very powerful, and if used correctly, it can be absolutely game-changing. I cannot count the number of ways you can use that Vengeful Spirit's ultimate. And of course, Command Aura also very, 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 very strong. Increases damage for everybody, so a strong team fight asset. Can go to the late game. Howl gives vision as well as damage, doing a bit of damage as well as minus armor just for the team fight. It's such a spammable skill, as well as you've got that magic missile. It's never bad to have a stun. And Chun will be picked up. Also, we haven't seen this hero in a while. Very, very powerful. I'm hoping to see some really good play. Chun is just a good Chun is essentially an army. And it's very, very difficult to fight. But of course, we know what Pacific.BB's last pickup is going to be. And they seem to be taking a while, so it makes me think maybe they weren't initially going to go in, but they're looking perhaps at the lineup and they say, oh, I guess we're going to have to pick up techies. Just how long does it take them? They're taking almost all their time. Maybe they're just saving it for the last river to decide and they're just sort of trolling. In which case, I'm very glad I sped it up. Yeah, they are taking they are going to use up almost all their time, coming down to 7 seconds left. They fall asleep. Seriously, wrong click. Seriously, JK, but it was okay. Continue. They're just joking, trolling around. Wrong click. You can repick. No. Oh, so yeah, they're probably not so familiar that Pacific.BB have been playing techies a lot. By the way, there's a bounty hunter is going to be the last pick. I'll be talking about that a bit later. There was a third game featuring Pacific.BB against Mineski that I really wanted to cast. Unfortunately, another caster that I watched got to it first, and then I was like, well, I know how it ends now, and he did a really good job. He's like one of my favorite casters ever, and so I'm like, oh, I can't really cast that. Well, I can sort of, I can still cast it even if I've seen it before. I know who won ahead of time. If you don't know, check it out. I will be including a link below. A link to that video below, and it's just a really, really good game. Absolutely exciting. And remember the space from last game. I was going to put a lot of mines there and do a bit of bottle crowing. It's just because it's a great spot. Creeps don't go to it. In the meantime, if the opponent tries to run up, he will get hit by all of that damage. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a gank coming in. This party could be very, very strong. If they catch anybody. Of course, they're not going to catch anybody. Queen of Pain just hugging the tower right there. We're just going to see what they've picked up. And Bounty Hunter is going to be going over here. We haven't seen Bounty Hunter played a lot. His track is actually a very, very strong skill. Well, as I said, all ultimates are broken. You know, Hand of God, you could also argue, is a very, very strong skill. But I think track is, in a sense, more powerful. And that Windwalk, of course, amazing. Janata, also an incredible skill. I'm terrible at playing Bounty Hunter. So it'll be actually interesting to see how the build goes. It's going to be scouting out the Rune, just sitting invisible. He has picked up Windwalk first. Okay, nope, absolutely nothing. Rune is at bottom. Who's going to get it? Chaos Knight's going to be moving, and it's an invisibility Rune. Not so helpful for ganking at this stage, but still. Are they going to make a move to the middle lane? In which case, it will be a Puck. Puck against a Techies. Well, I would say that technically, as a ranged hero with that oh my god, phase shift, should be having a better time. Puck in theory is a fantastic laning hero, but hasn't really been showing it that much. I've never actually seen a Puck win a lane against any hero. What's going to be going on here? There's a bit of harass. No, just nothing much. Nothing much. Just a bit of harass. Cool guys. Cool guys. And the lane's going to be Queen of Pain, Earthshaker against that Chaos Knight by himself. Usually you'll see an Ancient Apparition. Looks like he's going to be jungling with that Chud. Okay. Fantastic. Anyway, usually you'd think that the Puck would win more lanes because, well, he's got that phase shift for starters. He's got so many skills, and look at that harass. But never really seen him win a lane, and really against techies, who knows how people lane. Ooh, I just missed First Blood. He walked into that landmine, and he must have exploded. Well, absolutely apologies. Techies, the thing about techies kills, they happen so fast. But in the early game, well, the mid lane is a farming lane, and if you can sort of stop that farm, it really wastes a lot of time because it has the potential. It's like sending a jungler. If the jungler doesn't get that farm, you kind of wasted a lot of time. Anyway, it looks like the Weaver's going to be getting a lot of late game, a lot of farm. He's going to be picking it up. Meanwhile, the Vengeful Spirit will just be there hanging, throwing a stun every now and then. Just checking those. He has skilled Command Aura, is up to level 1. And he's only level 2, so his Command Aura probably and Magic Missile. Those two are very, very powerful. That Earthshaker, just his presence, keeping away that Chaos Knight. At the same time, Queen of Pain does want to keep the creep wave very near the tower, just to have an easier time farming. Chaos Knight is a melee. He should be having a miserable time. Queen of Pain should definitely be able to get a quick bottle and do a bit of harass. It's who you are, beta per what's going to be going on here? 2 invisible heroes. It'll be interesting. Definitely, there's gonna the Scourge side are gonna want to get a gem. Ooh, that courier. Why is it hanging about? Just to do a little bit of bottle crowing, but still. Boots already up on that Goblin Techie. He's probably going to go for mana boots next, just to increase his mana pool. As we have been seeing, Goblin Techies does want to increase mana and does really want to use that. Sorry, does really wants to use that mana. Really wants to get mana regenerative items. A very, very popular one is, of course, the Bloodstone, which gives the most. Force Staff also a very, very standard Goblin Techie's item. But really, we haven't really been seeing in the pro scene, so anything that comes up could be considered pro. Anyway, we're going to be looking. AA is going to jump in, help him out. No, not really. He's been getting a bit of farm, doing a bit of deny, and taking a bit of harass as well. I wonder if they're going to make a jump. No. They seem absolutely content. Of course, Earthshaker is always there to disrupt any ganks. What is there going to go in? No. AA is very, very far away. I wonder what items he has. No, just Sentry Ward and some Clarities. Gonna look up. This lane shouldn't be seeing any kills, just because of Boundary Hunter's Windwalk, which is also a very, very small, short cooldown. Not so high in terms of mana cost, but at the same time, he's gonna have a miserable time farming. As not just because he's. Ooh, is there actually? I was gonna. Okay, no. The Windwalk, and he's just gonna Windwalk out. Meantime, Puck has to be very, very careful. As this techie starts to get rich, starts to gain level, he's gonna have remote mines very soon. If he chooses to skill them, what's he gonna skill? Who knows? Oh, we're gonna be seeing a bit of a chase going on. Nope. Just going to be wandering away. I'm really waiting for another kill. And it looks like there's going to be a go made on that Queen of Pain. She has Blink, so she should be just fine. And, of course, this could be a very dangerous lane if they were against anybody except for that Queen of Pain. Still, Earthshaker's going to have to be careful. A single Reality Rift, and he is as good as dead. Anyway, going back up to the middle lane. I'm just going to check out what he has. And he's got a quick bottle. Well, not as quick as, of course, Techies who got bottled first. He's got Soul Ring. He's going to be able to spam that mana. He's going to be able to get that mana regeneration anytime he wants, and of course he can regenerate health with that bottle. Those 2 items work in great synchronicity, but not really recommended for any other heroes aside from Techies. And he, well, actually, to be completely frank, I believe that the reason why the Badburn has been showing so much success is because nobody really wants to gank Techies in the early game. Nobody really buys those mines. Sorry, buys those Sentry Wards and tries to get an early kill, shutting down the Techies. Which, can you really shut him down? He doesn't need that many levels. No, who knows? But, yeah, we've never seen really an early gank, and he is very, very vulnerable at this time. Before he's picked up a Suicide Squad, before he's really done a lot of things. In which case, before he's gotten his mana up, if he's going to be spamming, he's going to have to Bottle Crow. If you can kill that Crow, you can do a lot. An invisible Vengeful Spirit waiting in the wings. Yep, he's going to stun, and they're going to make a go. Is this going to be it? There's going to be a Howl, lower the mana, and yes, Bounty Hunter does go down. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared I'm going to miss something in the beginning. Look what the Techie's doing. What is the Techie's doing? Sentry Ward, right there. You'll find that the best kind of Techies are the ones who actually buy Sentry Wards to counter other Sentry Wards. And really, he can do that because he can take he earns money so fast. He's just absolute money machine. Is there going to be a push on the top? Yes, and it did go down. Wow, very early tower in Pacific.BB's favor, and that early gold is just absolutely fantastic. And they're at the same time, bottom tower is getting pushed though, so they're going to have to come in for Venge Spirit's going to come in, just reinforce everything a little bit. For some reason, I'm not seeing the animation for Howl, which is a bit odd. I'm wondering what other animations I'm missing. Cold Feet's going to go off on the Queen of Pain. She's going to blink out just in the nick of time. She's going to be a Fisher Disrupt. And there's going to be a chase going on into the middle. Nope, they're going to just get away just fine. Just going to see how this Techies is doing. What's going to be going on here? They're going to be trading harasses, 2 little invisible heroes. And at the same time, this Chun is going to be wandering around. Doesn't really have any creeps, so not really the best thing for a Chun to do. There are carry Chuns who don't really dominate if you have trouble with microing. There is a lot of builds you can use. His Penitence and Test of Faith are actually very strong skills. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that illusion. But at the same time, not really so much in the pro game. And as we say, really the Techie's part of his strength is actually in the surprise element. Nobody knows really how to fight against him because he's not really seen so much. But still, I believe that once teams adapt, they'll get early kills. They'll definitely be counter picks. I don't believe he's the greatest hero, but he is an incredible hero to watch. And at the moment, I'm usually quite wrong when I say that people aren't like that about almost everything. So probably the Techies is doing good. There's going to be a Ring of Health on that Nerubian Weaver. Probably going to go for a Vanguard just to increase that health, a bit of survivability. I think you can skip it and go straight for Manta or something, but nope. That's just my opinion. No boots yet on the Bounty Hunter. He does have that Poor Man's Shield, just a bit of survivability. Going to be, looks like it will be a Belt of Giant Strength. You probably Power Treads. He is the fastest hero in the game, so he's not going to be getting boots so he's opted to skip boots. Vengeful Spirit, just a boots. Probably not going to have the best farm. Gondar going to be wandering around. If he can get farmed, he's actually a very, very viable mid-game carry. What's going to be going on over in here? Just a bit of creep pull going on from that Queen of Pain. She has her boots. Okay, yep, fair enough. I was thinking she might get a bottle or some sort of mana regenerative item and allow her to spam that Scream. Looks like it's just going to be a bottle. Power Tread's already up on that, what's his face? Chaos Knight. And track has been planted on the Rubian Weaver. My goodness, why do I keep forgetting their names? Sigh. Let's see what this Ancient Apparition has. Only one Clarity. Supports usually, you can usually tell how well a team is doing based on their items, and the supports are just as important. And you know, Ancient Apparition, probably one of the better late game supports. That Global Ultimate, he's a very, very strong hero. You do want him to get a bit of survivability, a bit of use, essentially. You don't want him to be dirt poor, and usually you find that teams with the dirt poor supports tend not to be winning teams. What is this puck doing? He's just sort of stalking. This is kind of what you expect Gondar to do. Gondar's probably waiting. Yeah, his Windwalk, and they're going to come in. Maybe place down and track. Nerubian Weaver is right here. Not so sure if that's the best idea. In the meantime, we do have something of a go. No, we don't. Just a bit of harass. Nope. Okay, excellent. See, the whole reason... Oh, there it is. The Sentry Ward's being dropped. There's going to be a Dream Coil. Track is already up. Ooh, Janata's going to be hit. And yes, a Waiting Rift does it. Complete just dominance of that late game Nerubian Weaver. And it is important to shut down the late game hero. Nerubian Weaver being a very, very strong one. And he's just survivability, especially towards the late game. What else was I saying? A lot more things. I forget. Anyway, we're going to be seeing anything else over here? Nope. The score is currently 3-1. What? Somebody just stepped on a techie's mine. Ugh. I hate this. There's no indication. It's very difficult to check to find techies kills because there's no real indication. Like, people aren't gathering up for a gank. You don't see people fighting. Oh, there's going to be a Fissure going off. Reality Rift for that Queen of Pain, but not successful. She managed to jump away just in the nick of time. We're going to have that AA trying to do a bit of harass, but there's no follow-up DPS. Sentinel should be just fine. Chaos Knight going down. What's going to be going on here? Track is being placed. Needs a bit more backup. What's going on? Still no Vanguard, just a Ring of Basilius and Ring of Health. That's been turned off, so they're not going to be pushing anytime soon. That Command Aura, let's just see what level it is. Killed to level 2. And, well, I would say that, oh, there's no real point in pushing since they've already taken down that Tier 1 tower. But really should be moving into other areas. Let that Nerubian Weaver have her farm. And instead, say, shift to the bottom where things seem to be struggling a little bit. There's going to be 2 seconds stun and Cold Feet. It's not going to proc. She does just blink out in the nick of time. 6 seconds of blink. Really too imba. And how is our Visage doing? He's also going to be going for Vanguard, Ring of Health, and thingy already up. Stout Shield. 44 creep CS. And how's our fellow here? Only 3 creep kills, but he's been getting a lot of neutrals. He already has his this thing. Arcane Boots. Mana Boots. 46 CS on the Nerubian Weaver. He has died once, keep in mind. Chaos Knight has also died once. What's going on here? There's going to be a net going on, and another go made for that Queen of Pain. She screams and manages to kill a Chin. 4 seconds stun. Cold Feet will definitely take her. Yes, he does. And the question is, are they going to be able to get this Earthshaker? Reality Rift is already being used. I don't believe he has any more mana. Just going to check. Oh, no. No more mana for anything. Earthshaker just going to get out alive. In total, that was a 2-for-1, if I'm not mistaken. Is it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. Techie's going to be doing a bit of neutral farming. Vengeful Spirit just sitting here, babysitting. Now the thing about Vengeful Spirit is synchronizes so well with that Goblin Techies. Techies can lay a ton of mines, let's say remote mines or landmines in here. The Vengeful Spirit just does one of her swaps, long range swaps, and of course you pull in, let's say, a late game carry. You can pull in the Nisage and you probably instantly die. You can remove the, let's say, the Chun from the fight. It's just remove him from his army of safety. It's just it's a very 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 synchronicity. That's the, I'm not going to title it synchronicity. That's a police album. And boots are finally going to be up on the ancient apparition, not having the best time in terms of farm, or really I believe being that essential. Dreamcoil is going to go off on that vengeful spirit. Is there any follow-up DPS? Ooh, yes, and vengeful spirit does go down. Is it surprising? Sort of not. There's going to be a bit of a harass made on that bounty hunter. He should win walk out and get joy just fine. He's going to pop one. What does he have? Boots, Permanent Shield, no real item progression. In the meantime, Ruby and Weaver has finished his Vanguard. He's going to go for Ultimate Orb, going to skip that Vanguard. Or maybe he's going to get a Lincoln Sphere. Also, not so sure it's the best item. I mean, you can sort of block one track. Maybe not. Could be for anything else. I have Scotty, Hex, so many things. Is it the best? What's going to be going on over here? Earthshaker obviously made it hit. Sorry, apologies for missing that. That happened very, very fast. Thinking about Southeast Asian games, so quick, so difficult to catch all the kills. Ancient Apparition going to be sitting here waiting in the wings. This is a blind spot, as I'm sure you all know. Very, very easy to sit here, wait for ganks, a lot of mobility, just jump out. Obviously waiting for the DPS, and he's going to move forward. Nope, nothing really. Okay. And of course we're going to have a Sentry Ward. That is Pacific.BB Sentry Ward. Placed there to scout out any other Sentry Wards, so the techies can destroy it. Sentry Wards only have a life 3 minutes. They cost an insane amount of gold, and you know they don't give you as much vision as Observer Wards, but they appear to be definitely an item of choice. Maybe definitely going to be a gem picked up sometime, maybe by the supports are going to pull together and then just give it to the Chaos Knight. Who knows? He already has his Vanguard, going to make him that much more survivable. They're probably going to make a go on that Queen of Pain. They really do want to bring her down. They want to get that massage, just a little bit more farm. This going to looks to be their late game sort of ganking farmer. He's very, very strong. Never a point where he really gets that quite so weak. I want to check out the mid lane a little bit, but I'm very afraid there's going to be a... Ooh, it's going to hit. Yes, oh my goodness, Techie's taking a lot of damage. Is he going to commit suicide? No. Suicide time is... death time is halved if you are the Techies, and of course, ooh, see, when you see them banging out like this, there's definitely going to be a go. Mate swap is going to do it. There's going to be a 4-second stun. Plus that track. There's going to be another track. It's only another couple of seconds, about 5 seconds before each track. Nope, and Queen of Pain is going to blink out just so nicely. Very, very, very strong play from both sides. It looks like the Sentinel. It is in the Sentinel's favor though, 8-5, and as well as them having taken down an early tower. Of course, Force Staff already up on that Goblin Techies. I'm always very, very amazed by how fast the Techies can farm. You can clear creep waves in a second, so it really shouldn't be. And he usually gets pretty much every single one without having to, you know, have that last hit ability. It's just going to be a bracer, a bit more survivability in case he wanders in. There's going to be, ooh, oh, a track and a 4-second stun to bring down that Queen of Pain, and just Ancient Apparition Ice Blast just in case, even though that one hit a little bit too late. Suddenly we're starting to see the ganking power of the Scourge. We're coming in that able to do a lot of stuns, chain stuns, penitence, very, very powerful, and track just to get that bit of extra gold, which is not to be underestimated. It's a very, very, very significant amount. So yeah, they could be making a comeback if they can just get a couple more kills. Definitely if they're on an even keel in terms of kills. And it looks like this tower is going to be taking a lot of damage. It's definitely within deny range. Question's going to deny it. We see a lot of the Scourge heroes bunching up over here. And there's a Venture Spirit that the initiation will be the Cold Feet. I don't think that was the best. They're going to go in. They're going to jump in. There's going to be a Puck Dream Coil, but is there going to be anything? Ooh, Earthshaker breaks it, and he does an ultimate 4-second stun on the Earthshaker. He's going to go down. Reality Rift onto a Queen of Pain, if I believe, but she blinks out. And what is going to happen here? Chaos Knight taking a ton of damage. The tower does go down, and just in time to nothing. Everybody else has gone out of there. Queen of Pain and Ruby and Weaver just ran out. Two very good at surviving. Of course, Bounty Hunter also very low on health, decides to just teleport out. Probably a wise choice. We're going to be seeing a little bit more gold for everybody else on the Scourge side, and it is now 8-8. And as we were saying before, towers are now equal. The gold advantage has suddenly swung in the way of the Scourge. And oh no, ooh, what a very nice phase shift. Unfortunately, it didn't work, and of course, it gave time for that Ruby and Weaver to catch up and do her damage. And she does. She's on cleanup duty, finishing off that Chun. Will she go for the courier? There's going to be a Reality Rift. Oh, but invisible units. 2 seconds stun. Not going to be enough, my friend. Oh, he's going to go down for sure. Is he going to take her down with him? No, she blinks out just in time. Ooh, what very, very bad luck for that Chaos Knight. Ah, goodness gracious me. I've been doing this for like 3 months now. I still can't get the hang of it. In the meantime, ooh, he's already got a Bloodstone. Techies has been taking the opportunity to mow down that middle tower. Just a bit of extra gold for him and his team, and making the mid lane all the more unsafe. It is now a completely pushed lane. That one-man pushing machine. He can't really participate in team fights, can't really participate in ganks, but boy, can he set up, can he push. And actually, it's not true he can't participate in team fights. The thing about techies is partially the advantage is purely psychological. I've seen techies spread their minds out across the entire map. People are afraid to jungle. People are afraid to farm. People just sit in base. They want to buy gems. They want to buy. It's a waste of money. You need to buy it. That's the thing. In which case, that's money that shouldn't be going to other things, like, let's say, your Django, your big items. They're not going to those. Why? Because you are spending them on detection. See, Sentry Ward, Sentry Ward. I don't know if I see, if that's such a great thing. Definitely need to buy a gem. There's going to be Ogre Axe, so probably a BKB next. Certainly, once those static traps start going up, yep, it is a 6-second stun. Really, stasis traps. It is so useful in terms of team fights, so useful running away from ganks. Can absolutely disrupt tons and tons and tons. Ooh, it's going to be instant explosion and destroys, just a single remote mine, destroys that ancient apparition. For some reason, you can't see the animation. It's probably a flaw in the replay. Or maybe with my Dota. Who knows? Ooh, detection going to go off. Nope, they're going to be... Yeah, he's going to get away just fine. That could have been very, very clutch. A Dream Coil plus a track could have done absolutely terrible damage to that Weaver, who I have yet to check the items off. Just going to do a quick check. See the progression. It will be Lincoln Sphere. Let's talk about that. Really only, well, I suppose the Chaos Knight stun, the track, I guess those alone, Penitence, Test of Fate. Quite a number of one-shot spells. That's the thing. If any of those hit her, it's suddenly like 25 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. 20 seconds, no longer have that protection, but it's just enough to stop a single stun. And we're going to see AI Splash is going to be a bit of a go, man. Fisher's going to stop everything in its tracks, though. And of course, Hand of God going to come in and heal everybody. I love that ultimate. Oh, man. Sorry, what was I saying? Track is going to be going on. He's going to hit. He's just going to go for suicide. Suicide! Commit suicide! Oh, no. He does go down to the Queen of Pain. Oh, we're going to see a big ultimate coming in. A lot of deaths. We're going to see a Fisher just to stop that Chun. He's going to be taking a ton of damage. He's going to go down. Wow, absolutely. Suddenly, things just turned around for the Sentinel side. Now they're going to be making quite a push. It's 15-8. Very, very, very early in the game. Still 20 minutes. But already we have a push being made on this second tower. Is it going to go down? There's also, this tower is being pushed by the creep wave slightly. Really, the Queen of Pain should blink up and just... No. No, okay, there's going to be... Just going to put that Stasis Lord. Undoubtedly going to be going for... He's got 106 farm. That's fantastic. I mean, for a deck, is it the best? Who knows? AI Splash, try and slow down that push. Ooh, Silence going to be going off on that Techies. Is he going to go down? No, he's going to escape just barely. Ooh, stun's going to be galore on that. Oh, gem. Oh, yes, sorry. I mean, stun's galore on that. God. Puck, you know. We're going to be seeing Fisher as well as Chain. If that Bounty Hunter goes down, they're definitely going to smash that gem in the next second. He's going to need to windwalk. Yes, he will be windwalking out. Do they have detection? No, they do not. Track is going to be... He manages to put track. Not sure if that was an autocast. It's going to be a blink upwards. Running into an Ancient Apparition. He's going to put Cold Feet. Immediately drop. Nope. That Ancient Apparition looking in a lot of danger. Long Fissure hitting 2. Ooh, my goodness. Yes, he will definitely do... No! Queen of Pain taking a stun and taking another hit. Gem is dropped eventually by that death of that Bounty Hunter. I'm assuming destroyed. No, it got picked up by this... Or Sugar, who will be using it. There's 2 seconds stun. Ooh, a long-range Fisher just catching that Chaos Knight. Did you see that? Absolutely imbalanced. Wow. This is absolutely one-sided in favor of the Sentinel. 20-9. These team fights are not going the way that the Scourge wants at all. You're going to be seeing Bloodstone already completed, 6 charges up. That's going to lower the death time even more if Techies does choose to commit suicide. Not sure if he skilled it yet. At this point, doesn't really matter. I don't think he's planning to die. And of course, this, goodness gracious me, Nerubian Weaver are going to be farming it up a little bit more as well. Let's see, this Earthshaker is going to be holding on to the gem. Does he really need it? Kind of needs a blink. Usually he is not the strongest hero. He hasn't really got any survivability items. Maybe it would be better to give it to that techie so he doesn't have to purchase sentry wards. He's not dying that much, or maybe you want to give it to Nerubian Weaver, give her a better time ganking. There's going to be a bit of counter warding going on. Give her a better time ganking that Bounty Hunter, give her a bit of survivability in case he runs around. You're seeing a bit of a go made, but once again, a little bit afraid to stray into that area. And of course, Queen of Pain can always initiate with a Scream, and of course, there goes Shadow Strike. And that was a Sonic Wave, which also my computer can't pick up for some unbelievable reason. And the Sonic Wave just to finish him off. Ooh, we're going to be... Ooh, Reality Rift plus Cold Feet plus a lot of hits is going to bring down that Techies. Ooh, a Courier has died. Wow, don't know what it was doing in there, but certainly it was probably bottom crowing. There's going to be a Stasis Trap. 3-second stun and Reality Rift is going to finish him off. Ooh, sort of a bit of a comeback. It's still 21-11, a bit too early to say. And if that Ancient Apparition comes in too close, he will die to that. Will he die? Yeah, he will die. It's mixed damage. So, who knows? I can't say. Where did that go? Oh, they must have. Yeah, Sentry Ward. Anyway. Yes, they're going to need to buy up quite a few more. It's only Stasis Traps. Yeah, and once again, they are seeing it. Just going to sit back a little bit and toss their range attacks on it. In the meantime, let's just see what is been going on up here. There's going to be a little bit more farm. No boots? Really? Seriously? Okay, well, it's your prerogative. We're going to see this. Techies has migrated to the top lane. No longer interested in pushing the mid lane so much. There's going to be a bit of smoke gank going off. And I think an AA ultimate just to slow down that push a little bit. We're going to be seeing, a Bloodstone as well from the Queen of Bane. Looks like the item of choice. Lowers death time, I guess, which is really good. Highest mana regeneration in the game. And they're going to be going in for that Roshan. Amazingly, Techies hasn't really been planting anything. It's not unusual to see 1 or 2 sentry wards. Stasis traps just over there. Fisher's going to scout them out. Are they going to try and steal? Doesn't look like it. Only Vengeful Spirit. She can swap. There's going to be... there's going to be a lot of damage going on for that Roshan. Yeah, and it will be dropped. Fisher's going to come in. Oh, Aegis and Immortal already picked up. There's going to be a huge gank, 2-second stun, plus that puck. Reality Rift is going to be coming in. What else is going to be? Okay, and that is the end of that team fight. No, we have a huge Chun chase. Apologies, there was a blink coming in from that Queen of Pain. Oh, but Gem is on that Chaos Knight. He does have nothing else. He's going to be going for a Sange. Sanjay? Is it Sanjay or Sange? Who knows? Maybe Heaven's Halberd. I'm hoping Heaven's Halberd because that would be awesome. Just give him a bit more survivability against that Nerubian Weaver. It's a very, very strong item. Plus that 4-second disable. Come on. There's going to be a point booster, so that means a... Apologies for speaking so fast. I'm just certain that something's going to happen. You get that sort of feeling. Means probably going to be a Aghanims, which is fairly standard. Aghanims, Hex, Shiva's Guard as well. All very standard. And it looks like Techies has fully migrated to the top lane. He's already brought down a tower. What is this puck going to do? He's only got a blink, usually early game blinks before the 26-minute mark. Always very good on the puck. And we have been seeing that play, initiating for team fights, really just winning it, like there in the Roshan pit. But it's 23-13. Is that the best? Not really so sure. I'm just jumping around a lot. Bloodstone. Anyway. Ooh, a Radiance. Just going to go straight for the big items. Not really caring so much. I should pull up the farm list, but I know something will happen once I do that. A Radiance is a fantastic pushing item, and it will help his farm so much. That Radiance Burn. Radiance Burn. And he's going to be able to see that. Yep, Radiance Burn. There's going to be a track and we go off. There's going to be a Shuriken. No follow-up for that. Lincoln Sphere just managing to block that track. And we're just going to see a bit of a go of Vengeful Spirit on Chun. And it's going to turn around. Oh, Test of Faith, Reality Rift, Hand of God. Boom. Dead Vengeful Spirit. That was quite a mistake. Sentry Wards are going to be dropped. Going to be a bit of counter warding. And, of course, a lot of mines are going to be going off. Yeah, you can't really chase. You need to. Oh, just hit. Are they gonna go for? They go for. They tried to hit that courier down, but it takes at least 3 hits. What's gonna be going on here? There's gonna be a bit of a push. The pressure's not going off at all. They've got a kill on that Vengeful Spirit, which was impressive, but ultimately, Vengeful Spirit not the game-changing hero. You want to get kills on a lot of others. Really, the entire team. You want a team wipe if you're the Scourge side, and even then, you're not guaranteed to win. We're just gonna see what else. Bracers. What? What happened to his boots? No, mana boots. Sorry, apologies. Mana boots, bracers, and we're gonna have a Sage. Probably be for S and Y, which is just a fantastic chasing item. Whilst Haven's Halberd, I believe you only need really one. A point booster. So, is that gonna be Heart of Teresk? Just a bit of survivability. No boots at all. The no boots, Nerubian Weaver, very very popular pickup. Just because that Saguchi gives you so much speed. No, it's going to transition to a BKB. Figures he's probably going to need it. I'm just going to be checking up here a little bit. All 3 sides are being pushed simultaneously. It's very, very difficult to defend this kind of thing. A lot of pressure, and should the but they do have the Aegis, so that's quite an advantage. It means the other side can't get it, which is just absolutely fantastic, because if the other side were mounting a push, Aegis, you really kind of do need Aegis on your side. Puck is going to be holding the gem. What's going to go on here? There's going to be a Dream Coil on the Queen of Pain. She goes down instantly. Oh, absolute, just perfect synchronicity. Showing the Scourge probably stronger once they're together as a team. But so far they've been picking off individuals. In terms of a team fight, not really sure how that would work. Keep in mind the Symbol side would probably fight as like a 4-man team, because that Techie is not really able to come in so much. It's going to be Smoke. You're going to be looking for a target. Blink going to go off. Dream Coil, no. So it says Silence. Ooh, a Fisher just to stop that chase. And we're going to have to go back. Hand of God's going to heal everybody up. Just spam that Hand of God. Absolutely perfect. In the meantime, Techies taking this opportunity. Just do a little bit, take a few pot shots. Come in, probably plant a mine. Yes. He's going to get out of there just fine. We're going to see what... No, still no item progression. What's going to be going on here? There's a huge team fight going to go off. Chen just fell to a Fisher combo. There's going to be a swap coming in for that Bounty Hunter, very out of position, a huge A ultimate, but of course he's going to come back instantly. There's going to be stuns going off. Vengeful Spirit going to go down. What is Bounty Hunter doing? Should not be standing there, should be running back. Forget about that bug, just leave it. Oh my goodness, and he will be going down, very out of position. Radiance Burn gets the Chaos Knight. Oh my goodness, that was a huge mistake by that Bounty Hunter, and it may cost him this Rax. Definitely 4-man down. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Radiance plus Queen of Pain. What has she got? Aghanim's already up. A Blink Dagger on that Earthshaker. A lot of hits are going to be going on. Queen of Pain is going to jump in. Shadow Strike. Scream. He's going to have to TP out even though he's in another base, and it's not even going to work. At the same time, watch the top. Techies is doing a ton of damage. He has brought down that tower, and he's probably going to be bringing down those Rexes very, very soon. AI Splash to try and stop that push. Nerubian Weaver going to TP out, but they're probably going to get this Rax. I don't want to say definitely, but probably there's going to be a Scream going to go off. Sorry, Sonic Wave, and it did kill that Ancient Apparition. We're just going to be seeing Tower to go down, but for some reason not really helping out so much. This comes to very, very sort of... Voidstone going to be next item of choice. Who knows? I've seen Divine Rapier on Techies. Once he gets this rich, he's got a lot of mana regenerative items. Maybe he's going to go in the same sort of zone. Maybe he's going to get a Hex. Who knows? But already with 1 Rax down, and you've got that pushing machine, Techies, and they're going to be focusing on that mid lane. It's kind of hard to come back, even if you do have such a strong ganking lineup. BKB is not even finished on that Chaos Knight. Ooh, there's going to be a Reality Rift, 2-second stun. Is there going to be a follow-up? No, there isn't. Ooh, Queen of Pain to launch a Shadow Strike. Bounty Hunter going to come in, but nope, wrong target. That's the blinking target, bro. Chaos Knight going to have to defend. Melee Rex is taken. There's going to be a 4-second stun plus Reality Rift plus Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast. Good job shooting it towards the back just for that extra bit of range. And of course, ooh, Techies. Oh my goodness, Gem has been dropped. Puck is dead. Queen of Pain doing a ton of damage. They're just going to ignore the gem, go after that Chaos Knight. He's going to Reality Rift his way out of that Fisher Trap. And nope, it is GG has been called. Bounty Hunter has already left the game. Very, very powerful play from that Techies. Just overwhelming. It's a bit like watching, I suppose, somebody get squeezed in a vice slowly but surely towards defeat. It was not an easy game. Definitely very upslope. But it just took 1 or 2 team fights. Very momentum-based. Scourge had a bit of a comeback moment, but ultimately not able to capitalize. Not really because of lack of play of bad play or anything. It was just very, very, very difficult to fight against. And there was good job from the Sentinel putting on a lot of pressure. What's he doing? I have no idea what's going on. Decky's just sort of being a one-man army at this point. He stopped carrying. Let's just see his items. Like, what's he going to get? Boots of Travel. Very, very common item on Decky's. More common than Mana Boots. Usually you don't get the Mana Boots if you're having a bad time farming. Queen of Pain just going to duke it out before blinking. Just going to watch this fountain farming a little bit whilst I talk. Yeah, nothing really much else to say. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate all the feedback that's been coming on. Just so much. Just going to look at their items real quick at the score sheet. Blink. Ogre Axe. Probably going for BKB. Who knows? Definitely going for BKB or maybe even a Sange. Just for a bit of extra health. Already coming in for a second, maybe Dagon. Ethereal Blade already up. Very, very common. We're seeing Manta style. No boots. Keep in mind, guys, this is the pro build. No boots. Ever. Never get boots. Never. There's no situation. I'm just kidding. We're going to be having an Urn up. Mech parts. Not even completed on that. On Chun. Just very, very sad indeed. Anyway, this has been ScreenguardGuy signing out. Thank you for watching. Stay thirsty, my friends.